I went into care at the age of 10. My dad left us when we were 8, so I was kind of the man of the house for 2 years. My mum went through a really depressing state. I woke my brother and my sister up, got them dressed, made their breakfast, took them to school, picked them up from school, took them home, done their homework with them whilst my mum made dinner, and that was basically my day for the whole 2 years. During my 8 years of foster care, I went to 7 different foster placements. The one recently was all the way in Kent, so it was roughly 2 hours from my brother and my sister and the rest of my family, so it's really hard to keep in contact with them.
I was in care until the age of 16, where it ended quite abruptly actually, because in 1992 when I actually did leave care, there was no support, there was no social workers, there was no advisors that they have nowadays. It was very much £35, fridge full of food, put into a bed sit, and that was it. So yeah, it was not the best time, quite an isolating time for me. How do you feel that things may have potentially changed over the years, and how do you feel now being a care leaver who's just left care?
Over the years, times have definitely changed for children in foster care. There's a lot more support out there for people who need it. Social services are always willing to give support to children, any age really.
I couldn't even boil an egg. You know, it's a very difficult situation to be in because of the fact that you've been in care for so long, and the care system's not really there about preparing you for adultness. It really is a case of day by day getting you through schooling, and then when it did end, very abruptly for me, to be in a situation where you feel so isolated, and also being in an area that I didn't know, it was terrifying, very, very terrifying. Andrews have partnered up with Caish to get the established house, and you're in the established house now. Tell me, what would it have been like if you hadn't got that placement?
If I hadn't got the house I'm in now, I would have went to go and live with my mum. She's got a 1-bedroom house, so I would have had to live in her store cupboard, which she cleaned out for me and put a bed in there. So it wasn't really going to be the best living experience for me. Whilst if I did have to go and live with my mum, I would have had to gone to job interviews without any help by myself. I would have had to claim benefits without any help. I would have had to do loads of life problems by myself without the help via Caish or even social services.
Caish aims to provide support and advice for young single homeless children. We give advice and support around housing. We also aim to provide safe housing for young people.
70 years ago, Cecil Jackson Cole set up Andrews. It used to be a furniture shop actually, rather than actually being an estate agency. And then he looked at the community that he worked within, and actually he placed 7,000 people into rental properties because it matched up really, really well with the furniture that he was selling through the store. He then looked at actually the local communities and how could he help them even further, and that's been running through Andrews for the last 70 years. Established was set up 2 years ago when we turned 70. And the whole ethos was behind that is about community, but also fundamentally we wanted to make sure that we could support young people leaving care. There's no other company out there that has done what we're planning to do. 50 houses in 50 years. And we're looking to get them around our branch network, where our branches are. Our staff can train as mentors as well, which is what I'm doing. And it's a really good opportunity for us to have a long-term vision about what we can do to potentially help children leaving the care system.
It's just absolutely amazing. I mean, to be given an opportunity to live and independently be able to lead your own life, and to be able to draw on support from dedicated members of staff from Caish and Andrews is just out of this world. Young people are given a second chance to be able to deliver and to fully lead their lives in a way that they perhaps wouldn't have been able to do if they weren't into the scheme.
This house means a lot to me. I feel really comfortable and secure. I've just finished my college course. I've done an extended diploma in horticulture, level 3. Me and the 2 other boys that I live with have decided that we would like to put a vegetable patch in our garden with help by Andrews and Caish. Coming to Andrews and Caish has probably been one of the best things that's happened in my life so far. I've become a lot more confident in myself. I've got a lot more self-esteem. I can finally do things myself.
The mentorship program for me means that I can give my time, I can give my skills and my knowledge to be able to help someone to not potentially go through what I went through. I don't want someone to feel at the age of 16 years of age that they have no one to contact, no one to talk to. So the mentorship program for me is exactly about that, having that facility to be able to talk to young people, to give them ideas, to give them suggestions and say, do you know what, it's a hard time, but it does get better. And I read a stat recently that 48% of people who leave care end up homeless. And that is 48% of people. That is just too many, you know. And if we can get more mentorships happening within Andrews Property Group or anywhere, for me, it would just be fantastic.
People helping me makes me want to give back to other people. That's why I've decided to become a mentor, so I can help other children in foster care that are feeling lonely or who have just come into foster care, so I can reassure them there's nothing to worry about. People are here to help you. Don't hide yourself away. Share your feelings with everyone and you'll get a lot more back.